go.
Ladies
Who
and
is it?
gentlemen,
Welcome very much.
ladies
We really have to pick someone.
and gents,
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm the
Brad.
host.
welcome to
the-
Derailed.
You know what? Just let me do it.
Okay.
Never mind. Nick,
Hey, everybody.
I
Welcome.
don't like it. Brad.
Everybody, welcome
Absolutely
to
not.
No,
Pedigo,
back to me,
go ahead.
Back to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not. Hold on. Let's start this.
Just whoever feels it the most, do it. You ready? 3,
Derailed.
2, 1. Hey,
okay.
everybody. Welcome to
Welcome
episode
to
2 of
Derailed.
Derailed. I am Nick.
Episode
is.
2. I am Brad.
The Derailed podcast.
Welcome.
All right, I'm Eric. That's Nick, and he's Brad.
Hell yeah. Hey, guys. How you guys doing?
One of them's my brother. The other one's our dear, sweet friend.
He's a great guy.
Super dude.
Great guy.
Here we are. It's episode 3-ish.
Sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I foolishly just said episode 2, but I forgot about the
Did you?
now legendary forgotten first episode.
Right.
I really love that one exists only for us.
Yeah. It was kind of like we just hung out and recorded it, and it was just for us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm okay with
It
it.
was great practice.
Dude.
Or, I could edit it down and give it to you. And you do whatever with it.
I already have a file of it. I could just upload
Right.
it if I want and put it out there, but no.
That's true.
I vote no as well. Until we see some fundage for
Right.
it. The people need to. There needs to be an absolute clamoring for that first episode.
You want it, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah,
And by the way, it's hilarious.
it's so good.
Good one.
Probably, it's certainly better than the last one. And if I had to project, I would say better than this one will be.
100%. Yeah.
100%.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Speaking of without a shadow of a doubt, Brad, you went to a little concert last night,
I
bub.
did. I went to a show up north near Chicago and saw Gojira and Korn.
Corn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
played as well. It was a great show. We had a great time, and the bands did a great job,
Yeah.
What more can I say? Besides a million things, I have plenty written on this paper here.
You do seem to have a long list of things.
Dude, I'm the only one without notes this week. I feel like an unprofessional, but I'm still maybe the best one on the show. It's weird. It's weird. Hey, you don't.
I
you
took it
don't-
away from you.
No, dude, that's my thing.
Yeah.
Okay, for instance.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
All right.
I've got a couple of noisemakers over here myself. It's just pretty much this one.
And then
And then applause. That goes until I let off the button, and then it just abruptly stops.
you have to hold
I
the button
like
down.
that.
for the applause.
That's
yeah.
pretty good.
Otherwise,
I
it's
think
just
that's
this.
I like it best that way.
I really like
Yeah.
that a lot, actually.
I
yeah.
wish that's how long every applause break lasted. Everyone was just like,
In general,
and
just,
then that's it.
just like love making. You go hard as you can for 4 seconds, and then
Just-
shut it down.
Oh, God.
Love making.
Brad,
Dude.
was I correct when I told you that Korn is super dope live?
No, they were a good show.
Yeah.
We left about halfway through Korn just
Fair
to
enough.
beat traffic.
They were so good.
We're
yeah.
old people. No, it was a great show. I mean, we got there. We went to see Gojira,
Right.
and that was tremendous, dude. As I expected.
They are really
They're
cool.
a great band. Everybody go see them.
I don't know who that is.
Well, they might be a little hard rock for you, Eric
Okay.
Pedigo. I don't know. I mean, but that we'll send you some samples.
They got any acoustic jams?
No, dude.
But
not
they
for
do
me.
have some really pretty stuff.
Yes.
I bet they do.
Some really pretty stuff.
They were. You may have seen footage. They were the heavy band that played at the Olympic opening ceremonies this
Yeah.
past Olympic season.
Nope, didn't see it.
Okay.
Well, look at that and tell me it isn't the coolest thing you've ever seen musically, and I'll be like, right on. You know, whatever.
I've been to
but
two
that was-
Tool shows.
I know, dude. Hey, me too. And this is the coolest thing like you'll ever. It was a great theatrical thing. Either way,
All right, I'll check it out. I saw a Beatles cover band.
that's cool. That's cool.
Were they called Abbey Road or were they called
Can't remember.
Yeah.
Penny Lane? I don't know.
Can't remember.
Either
Yeah.
way. No, Nick, you're right though. Korn did put on a good show. Once they came on stage, I was like, this is pretty nice. I think I'm here to stay.
Oh,
And get down.
yeah. Wow, that's great.
And we stayed for a few songs, and
I saw them a few years ago. They were also not the band that I was there to see. Not that I have any beef with Korn, but yeah, by the time they were finished, I was like,
I like a little corn with my beef.
right. Well, we were watching that show, and I was like, man, I can't wait to see Beans close out the show.
Why don't you have a seat right over here for me?
I have also seen corn. It was like 20 some years ago.
it was probably the Family Values tour, huh?
So it
Was Limp Bizkit there?
no, I'll tell you what, the card was crazy. It was Power Man 5000, Korn, Metallica closed it down.
Whoa.
Kid Rock.
Oh yeah, the highlight of the show.
It actually. Listen, this is a different time.
Right.
All right, he wasn't telling me who to vote for or shooting beer. But
Shooting beer.
he did during one song play every single instrument on the stage,
Yep.
which was really cool.
That's something he would do.
Yeah.
It was very impressive.
I'm a big fan of his song "Bowl God."
No, you're not.
No, he is.
You would be
dude.
remiss to think I'm not. I
He
do
really
like that
is.
song. He's got like 2 songs that I like.
No, there's a few I could throw on and be like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember.
Only God knows why.
That's a great song. I remember when that initial album came out, and that song "Cowboy" was on there.
Yeah.
I just had this feeling that our dad would like that,
Okay.
and I showed it to him, and it was on my Discman, so he had headphones on. I think we were on a trip, so we were like in a hotel room, and he was just. This is going to be more visual
Okay.
than audible, but he's just
We do have video.
eyes closed, tapping his toes. Mm-hmm. Oh, son, this isn't like anything you've ever shown me before.
Right.
It's really good stuff. Now, if you were to show me another one of these songs, would it sound like this? Is this the kind of music he does? And I'm like, no, you would hate everything else that he does. And then I showed him Ba Witta Ba, and I was right in my assessment.
That's a stupid one. Got one for you. That's the name of it.
Sorry, we got one for
That's
you.
a good song. There it is. We've all shared our inner Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with him politically.
Wow, what a guy.
Hey, all right. It's okay when you do soundboard stuff too. It turns out.
I've only got a couple.
Did
I've only got a couple.
Did you
the chamber.
Right? You only have a couple, but you can make them apply to almost anything that is said
Right.
on the show.
I mean, it's a rim shot.
Brad, did you see anything crazy at this concert last night?
No, there was no like event that went down where I was like, there it is, dude. There's the crazy event of the concert. I did notice, however, that it was just right as Korn was getting done playing Adidas and having the crowd participate in the singing with the song that any of the families that came and brought their children, because we're all old people as Korn
Yeah.
fans now, immediately filed out of the joint, which we did the same thing. I was just like, oh, this is... Yeah.
Here's our cue.
Now that they had the kids going, all day I dream about the S word.
Oh,
Right? And not shit. And not shit.
the bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Like they just had all those families were out there feeling like a freak on a leash and they just had to get out. So
Yeah.
and they did. I thought that was funny. It was more just observational humor I encountered there than
So the concert that we went to see that Korn was at, I went with three of my buddies, three of my homies.
yeah, fair enough.
One of them, Big Dan Bott,
BDB.
Big Dan shout outs.
who does
Hot Rod.
the Fantasy Football for Real podcast with me.
For real, for real.
Yep. And our buddy Kyle and our buddy Andy.
Big Kyle shout outs, big Andy shout outs.
And we were all, let's say, 21.
Okay.
Sure.
Right on the nose.
Yep.
So we get there, and there's four of us, and I hold the car keys. For some reason, I was deemed the responsible one.
I know how that I can relate to that.
Were you even
It
the
happened to me
driver?
back in the day?
No, I was not the driver.
They just trusted you not to lose the keys in,
Yes.
your,
Oh, okay.
in your undoubtedly cargo short pockets.
Yeah, I had the cargos on, bro.
Yeah.
All the room in the world.
Yeah. And so we go and we immediately get split up because it was chaotic
Yeah.
there. And so somehow Kyle and Danny stayed together and Andy and I were on our own. And we were that was it. We had this was pre-cell phones, right?
Right, yeah.
This was pager time. And
Hopefully everybody remembers where the car is.
so I'm watching, I'm just the whole show, I'm just rocking out by myself. I'm like, well, whatever, I'm
Right.
kicking it.
You probably made friends with a few of the people
Yeah.
around you. That's
Absolutely.
how that goes.
At one point, a mosh pit ensues, and I see our friend Andy go bouncing by, feet not touching the ground for about a 25-foot stretch, just flying around. And he was this kind of guy, bouncing off of people and just really living it up. And then boom, he was gone. And that was the only image I had of any of my friends for the entire show.
And you're just trying to go, dude!
Yeah. Dude, hey! There he goes.
Didn't work. It turns out it was kind of loud in there.
Show ends, and the car's like a mile away.
Yeah.
I find it. Danny and Kyle find it. We wait there for maybe 2 hours. Andy does not show up. So we left.
It's very suspenseful. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we left.
You left without your
Dude,
friend.
what were we supposed to do?
How far away were you from home?
It was St. Louis.
Okay.
So about a 2
So
hour
you
drive.
left him.
Yeah, I
in a
just
different
left
state.
him at St.
He figured something out.
Bro, he hitchhiked home.
He's probably fine.
And he was real mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But luckily there were no cell phones, so he couldn't call you and yell at you.
Right.
He could page fuck
So
you guys, but that was it.
I take that back. His cell phones were in their infancy, but he didn't have one.
Right.
Right? And I did. And the next morning, I guess he had borrowed so he hitchhiked home and borrowed somebody's cell phone, some stranger, and left me some nasty voicemails.
Yeah.
Nasty ones.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. And we're cool now.
I
the
hope
homie.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for a little bit, it was shaky.
Uh-huh. Well,
Well, yeah.
you
yeah, I
did
mean, he
desert
was
him
a-
in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yes, you
What
did.
were we supposed to do?
Continue to wait.
Just
Yeah.
do a pin the night here in some weird field in St. Louis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you, well, no, it's not a pin the night. It's
It would've
eventually
been.
he's going to find his way back to the car.
But he didn't.
Well, because you guys
what did
left.
he do?
He
I
went
mean, besides his, I guess you probably don't know every.
Yeah,
detail,
what took
you know,
him
about-
forever to get to the car?
Right.
because he didn't know where it was, and so he was not going to find. It wasn't going to happen.
You guys should have went and looked for him.
Wow. Who would have
Listen,
thought?
man.
That's crazy.
Listen, it was a different time.
All right.
Kid Rock was on
He was.
top.
He had just watched Korn, and he was sitting there trying to find a ride home now because he had been a band. He's thinking, "Man, I do not got the life."
I thought we were going to maybe talk about some crazy concert stories. That was the idea. Brad and I.
Mine was pretty tame,
We discussed this at
ultimately.
Bocce Ball,
But
Yeah.
now we're shaming you for
and
the way you handled that
I
situation.
thought of this one immediately, but and coincidentally, you went and saw Korn,
That's crazy.
and my
Yeah.
crazy story was from a Korn concert.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, pretty dope.
That is very.
you got a crazy
cool.
one, Pedigo?
I do. It was not just one of the craziest things I've ever seen in a concert, but just one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Period. I'm not there yet with it at any point in this
That's what
story.
she said.
And yeah, yeah, she did.
Like, sorry,
She did. I was like, I did my best.
because it's like this.
It was a Mudvayne concert, I believe, in
Hard as you
Peoria, and I'm not sure if it's one that you were a part of. I know our brother Chris was there with me because he was the only one that I remember ever talking about this with. But it was like the first couple bands went on that were opening up for Mudvayne, and it was fine. And then there's like this, 10-minute lull before Mudvayne came on.
TML.
TML, 10-minute lull. And then all of a sudden, to our right, there is this huge commotion. And we look over, and it's one dude getting punched and kicked by about, 12 people, and 10 of them were women. They're just, it was like it was like an assembly line, but with punches. You know, it just
metal.
And it was like,
and then
it was like that scene in the movie Airplane where everybody lines up to slap.
To slap a little sense.
It was all women with this dude.
What I gathered was maybe he was getting a little touchy-feely with somebody that didn't want him to, and then everybody stood up for that person. But check it out, dude. Right in the middle, like, we watched this guy get his ass kicked for like 30 seconds, and then the lights go down, and Mudvayne starts playing, and everyone's like, yes! Dude, like,
Fight's over.
Yeah, nope, fight was not over, but Mudvayne was playing, so everybody stopped watching it, and I remember later in the night being like so excited about the show, and then being like, oh yeah, remember that dude getting the shit kicked out of him? And it was wild. It was a good time.
I'm sure I was at that one with you.
I feel like you would have been.
Yeah.
I think it was. Do you remember?
It was Eric getting his ass kicked.
It was.
No.
And then we left
Certainly
him there.
Yeah.
Then it was a great concert.
Yeah. Got a little too TEF-y. Yeah.
Anyway, keep your fucking hands to yourself,
Right,
ladies
and then you
gentlemen.
won't
bottom
get
line.
your ass beat by an entire harem of women.
It was a whole harem.
A harem.
I love harems
Why'd you make that noise about it, bro? My God.
because I love a good harem.
Nick's like, oh, harem.
That's not what I did. I went. Ooh, a harem.
You went,
A harem.
oh, a harem.
Oh, it's a harem. Ah!
Yeah.
Okay.
What's a harem?
Do the short round of applause. There it is, yeah. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it.
That's my favorite one, dude. I love it.
So, your story wasn't crazy at all, Brad.
No.
Nah, yeah.
Certainly
No.
you have one.
Yeah, no, we've had some crazy. Oh, yeah, no, here's one. We went to the 30th anniversary tour of Tom Petty. R.I.P. Down in down in St. Louis, probably at the same place you abandoned your friend.
It might have been.
Like,
It wasn't Riverport.
Well, then no.
It was a different place.
My
yeah.
bad. Then never mind. Sorry for bringing up you abandoning your friend at a different
That's not what
stadium.
happened.
That's not what
We
I
got
meant
lost.
to do.
Nothing
That's
we could
not
do.
what I meant to
We
do.
tried.
No, we went and saw that concert, and that was great. And we were just some, young of legal age gentlemen.
Certainly 21.
Yeah, enjoying some treats of all varieties and having a blast, right? And we get down
You have
there.
a seat right over here for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's if they woulda, we woulda had to.
Yeah.
But no, we get there and it's a great time and it was a wonderful show and all that. There was just one point where we're all standing there watching Tom Petty and Stevie Nicks on stage, and we're like, "Wow,
That's
this
really
is
cool.
really cool that we get to see this happen
Yeah.
and feel the way we do with everybody else here also having the same experience." And then the gentleman standing in front of us drops a banana.
Whoops.
Like purposefully has it in his hand, then just drops it down to his side. And we're like, oh shit. And it kind of rolled back towards me a bit. So then I reached down and I grabbed the banana.
was it unsheathed?
No, I mean, it was completely sheathed.
Okay.
Still. Like I probably could have eaten. Oh my God. Sorry. I probably could have eaten this banana and been okay, but God knows what it's laced with. Right. So I tapped the gentleman on the shoulder with the banana.
Sir, your banana.
Yeah, from behind him. I'm like, bip, bip, bip. And I'm kind of trying to show him the banana. And he looks over his shoulder and he's like, oh, what? No. I don't want that. And I'm like, oh, all right
the
then. I guess this is just a spare banana for whoever wants it. I'll
An
put
SB.
Right.
that in the seat next to me there. And if somebody wants to be blessed with a concert banana, they can have it. But it's,
There's
that was a very strange time. See,
Okay.
I was on some wild candy.
Okay.
And like,
okay.
so just this happening in the first place, the whole thing's
I
bizarre
was
already.
waiting for like a resolution to
Yeah,
this.
There
There's
is none. There is none. He wasn't like, oh, thanks, I'm going to eat
Yeah.
that. He was like, get that fucking banana here I just dropped
Huh.
out of my face.
Right.
Zero resolution.
Nothing.
I was
Right.
Clearly don't want this
It's like, where is this going? Where is it going?
Right.
So the suspenseful music should have been playing.
It should have.
But then For Christ's sakes,
So
that one's loud.
That's the crazy thing that happened there. Besides, when we got back to the car, the fucking battery was dead because the dude who drove left the lights on.
Oh, what a stupid idiot.
We're like, motherfucker.
God, that one friend of yours, dude. I hate him.
Yep.
I absolutely
No, he's a
hate
good
that
dude.
No, don't you try to stick up for him.
Yeah. He's
Guy
put you through
sucks.
enough, Brad.
Yeah, you don't have to do this anymore.
This whole episode is an intervention
Yep.
about
That
your
guy
shitty
sucks.
friend.
That was fun.
We saw Tom Petty at Riverport,
Yeah, we did.
and I was 21.
I was too.
Sure.
Years?
Yep.
Years old?
And my buddy John and I, you know, 'cause when you know how when you're 21, you're like, should we just wrestle because we're dudes and we have unreasonable amount of testosterone
Right.
just flowing through us? So let's wrestle. Also drinking. So we thought that would be a good spot at an incredibly crowded Tom
Sure.
Petty concert on a hill.
Very,
Right.
yeah.
And so we are tumbling down the hill,
Smashing
hammered.
into people.
Yeah. Yep. And that was fun. It was a good time. Tom Petty. R.I.P.
Petty.
He's one of my all-time favorites, man. It's a real,
Me too, dude.
it's a real thing.
Lucky from King of the Hill.
So,
Yeah, shout out.
speaking of Tom Petty, Brad, did you put a read together? Did you find
Speaking of Tom Petty,
Yeah.
dude.
you found another sponsor for us this
I
week?
did. I
Nick
found
and
a
I
good one.
slacked. We did not find one.
No, I took a couple weeks off, you know.
I
I've been
found a
busy.
good one, but I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Are you tired of just happening across ancient, evil, old books?
Yes.
God,
Doesn't
yes.
that happen to you all the time?
And I'm like, ugh.
And then you open it and read it, and things go south, and nothing's ever the same. Well, you shouldn't do that. Brought to you by the Appalachian god Gorb de Forgarth.
What the
And his and his favorite milk of the mountaintop, Mountain Dew,
Oh, MD.
is hey, don't read that dusty old book covered in skin. Brought to you by Mountain Dew.
skin books?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's
Yeah, it's more of a PSA. It's more of a PSA than anything.
That's good stuff, buddy.
yeah.
If a book's bound in human skin, don't look at it.
Don't read the Necronomicon if you happen upon it.
Just put it back.
By Mountain Dew. All right.
Brought to you by Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Speaking of Mountain Dew,
There is what?
we so a bit ago, our last episode, we talked about Aldi
Oh yes.
and going grocery shopping at the Aldi. Brad and I, we know what it's
Just
about.
already do all
we
the
know what it's about.
Absolutely.
BTDT, dude.
My beautiful wife Amanda, who I love with all my heart
So much heart.
for the rest of eternity,
all for her.
said afterwards, you know what? You should take Nick to Aldi and then talk about it on your next show.
Oh yes.
God
Why are you doing that?
No, it was great.
Okay.
She has such good ideas, dude. She should have a show that she's on.
Yeah,
you know?
we're working on it.
The world's waiting to hear something like that.
We are working on it.
Can I tell you guys how I felt about my experience at Aldi?
Yeah, so we went. You and I, we went. I picked you
went.
up. We went.
What I found was a great assortment of plenty of goods.
Uh-huh.
Low, everyday prices.
Okay.
Helpful, friendly staff. And a wonderful atmosphere. Aldi, join us.
Oh, I see what you're doing. It's like a cult
God,
thing.
what happened?
It's
What
a
happened?
cult. It's a cult thing.
Blacked out.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What were we talking about, dude?
Oh, he can't
So,
help you at all.
He knows about it.
Right.
He knows about it
Whose
now.
cult do you think it is?
He went.
To Aldi, right. Yeah.
He loaded up his cart
Okay.
with goods
Wow.
for about $70.
About $70. It actually came out to 69 something.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
You know what was crazy about my experience at Aldi?
Uh-oh.
I found a delicious pack of chicken wings for only $12.99. And that's about $24.99 at the other guys. Aldi, join us.
Are you okay?
He's doing a bit. It's
Are
a
you
bit.
okay, man?
Yeah, it's not real. It's just a bit.
What happened?
I don't know.
You think it's real?
I've never seen him like that before.
Where are my children?
I think he's putting us on.
He seems pretty panicked.
Okay.
His name's Nick. His name's Nick. Nick Pedigo.
I just, the last thing I remember, we pulled up to the parking lot and we walked up and we got our grocery cart. And all you have to do is put a little quarter in. Go and do all your shopping. And who left their fucking phone on, dude?
That's you. You're right in the middle of your Aldi bit. Anyhow, he loves it.
It's great.
He loves it.
It's great, dude. I wanted to fight it. Wanted to fight it.
Why?
Because it's become my entire personality is I'm not joining your cult. And then I went in there, I'm like,
You've known Nick a long time.
Yeah.
So you know how when everybody likes something,
Do not
Nick-
hit me with this brush.
Nick is like, not like that.
Yeah, he's like, oh, everybody thinks this is great. Probably not going
I
to
hate it now.
participate in that. Then,
Okay,
'cause
all
that's
right,
why it sucks.
all right, dickheads. Ask me what my favorite TV show of all time is. Ask me that. Say those words to me.
Who's your favorite band?
That's not the question that I really wanted you to
All right.
ask me.
Favorite fast food restaurant?
I don't really like fast food.
Favorite movie producer?
Harvey Weinstein.
No. Oh. What?
He put on some bangers in the 90s, dude.
No.
And the
Weinstein
2000s.
Company did Beetlejuice. Or
They did. They did a whole bunch of stuff with Kevin Smith.
What's your favorite TV show of all time? Jesus.
It's Breaking Bad. You know, the show that's world renowned for how freaking amazing it was. That's
All right.
my favorite show ever. Ask me more things that are my favorite.
I asked you a lot of things, and you went to a bad place. So I don't want to do that anymore.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the price you pay.
That
dude.
is.
How do you feel about like mac and cheese?
Okay.
M&C.
All right.
You don't like it?
No, it's not. Okay.
You know where they have good mac and cheese?
Let's
Aldi.
stop it. Stop.
They don't have
stop.
any yellow dye.
Don't do this. Don't do this to me right now.
What?
Because it's not that I don't like mac and cheese.
Oh, he's
It's
getting
weird
mad.
that you don't like mac and
It's
cheese.
not
He's
that I
getting
don't
real
like
weirdly
it. It's that I
defensive about
don't.
it.
I don't worship mac and cheese like everybody else does.
chill
I don't.
out.
I
Hey.
don't. Listen to me, dude. No.
with-
I'm not chill
Listen.
right now.
This
I'm
is
with
that
Brad on
Aldi
this.
demon coming out of him.
That AD.
I think it is one of the most mediocre meals in the world. It's noodles and cheese and butter.
It's a
and salt and
Depression
pepper.
era thing.
I know, and I'm fucking prospering, dude. So I don't have to eat it. I eat real pasta because I'm an adult.
How often do you eat chicken and rice?
What like the soup?
No, just chicken and
Like,
rice.
do I cook chicken and rice?
Yeah.
I mean, once every few weeks, probably. I'll make like some chicky legs and and get some rice
rice.
going. Yeah, I'll cook it in chicken stock. So
Do
it's a
you
little
ever
bit
have
chickeny.
like good mac and cheese, or are you just talking about Kraft macaroni and
Dude,
cheese?
I've
'Cause
had it-
That's for babies.
I've had
it is
every-
delicious.
every version of mac and cheese that exists? And you know what I feel like? You know what I think while I'm eating it? This is fine.
Okay.
I don't go, oh my God, I can't wait to get home and get a big bowl of... You've never had mac and cheese till you've had my grandma's mac and cheese. She puts extra cheese in it. That's why it's the cheese. You guys are
You hate
really
grandmas
pissing me
too.
off.
You hate grandmas. and
None
mac
of
and
us
cheese.
said any of those things to you.
Yeah. Have you had my smoked mac and cheese? though?
Yeah,
'Cause
and you
it's
know what?
fire.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's fire.
It's
It's
fine.
better
It's-
than fine. It's fire because there's Gouda.
See, there you go. You're doing the thing that everybody does about mac and cheese. Oh, dude,
Nah,
but
it's
no,
good.
you don't understand.
Nah, it's real
I
good.
put bacon bits in mine. There's little meat hunks, Brad. What do you know? There's little hunks of meat.
Nope. You're wrong. There's Gouda.
Oh.
Smoky flavor. Mm-hmm. It's real good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just think mac and cheese is tasty. I'm
it's
not.
real
I'm
good.
not trying to leap toward its defense or scream about how I hate how
No-
people like something.
no-
It's an odd thing to be mad about when somebody
Nobody
else
was
likes
screaming.
something.
I mean, couldn't the same be said for like spaghetti
Sure.
or any pasta dish?
Yeah, what makes it special?
Right.
You know,
What was
everybody does their
What
own
was
little
that
thing to
one?
make something. What do you? Hey,
that
hey,
one's just
what's-
called splat.
What's
Okay.
the special thing you do to that thing you cook that everybody else also cooks? But
About like boogies.
you know.
All boogies is ground beef.
Yeah,
made hot.
I'm really not
Big
a huge
deal.
boogie fan, honestly.
my God,
I am. It's another thing where I'm like, this is fine.
another thing that everybody else likes. So
Yeah,
you're
well,
like,
you know,
fuck that.
it's
dude.
not about everybody, dude.
Bro,
This is
have you
about
had
me.
my smash burgers?
I have had your smash. They're very good. Yes, they are very good.
Better than fine.
Okay, so check it out. I can eat a burger and be like, that was delicious. Okay, I can,
Yeah.
but it depends on what's on it.
All right.
All right. I hate nothing.
So anyhow, you enjoyed Aldi.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Okay, good. We're back on track. Yeah, Aldi's is good. They don't have any. They don't use any of that, the food coloring or the the artificial ingredients that America poisons you with.
Yeah.
Because they are, I think, a German-owned
Right.
institution.
Oh, this is
And their chocolate is delicious.
a very interesting thing. I was actually talking to my lovely girlfriend Bethany about Bethany shoutouts. What is the name of the place? Why'd you? That wasn't a joke. That was a legitimate shout out. And
My bad. Hard as you can.
hard as I can. Best 2.2 seconds. All right. Pega, what's the name of the store that we're talking about?
Aldi. Why?
Because everybody says Aldi's and there's no S.
Yeah.
There's no S.
Well, there's no S on the Walmarts either, but it's the Walmarts.
Yeah, like when you say
Myers.
Hey,
Myers is Aldi's.
when you say, "Oh, I'm going to Aldi's,"
County's Market.
maybe not the correct thing, right? But
Yeah.
when you're like, "Oh, have you tried Aldi's cookies?"
Oh, yeah, I have.
Then that is the correct way. Of
Yeah,
saying
it is. But you don't say I'm going up to Aldi's.
Can't just add.
But a lot of people say I'm going to Aldi's.
It'd be okay if you're referring to the building that is Aldi's.
No,
you're
it
just
wouldn't.
not saying building.
No, it wouldn't.
People are just not saying building. They're
It's
saying
that
I'm about
buil-
to go up to Aldi's building, but instead of saying building, they just cut it off at Aldi's.
The building is called Aldi.
Yeah. Yeah, you go to Aldi's.
Go
It's
ahead
good.
in Aldi's house.
I feel the same way about the Golden Arches when you go up to McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah, hey, would you like some McDonald's?
Let's go to Wendy.
Exactly. I'm glad you guys are picking up on what I'm putting down here.
Yep. All right. So anyhow, he liked it.
That's good.
Yeah, we did it.
That's
we did
good.
it.
It's hard not to.
And it was great.
Speaking of Aldi's,
Oh,
let me see what else I got on here.
Aldi's.
I got a few things. Brad,
yeah.
remember at Bocce Ball? And Nick, I don't know where you were. Probably playing.
Hell yeah.
I brought up social media pet peeves,
Sure.
and I thought this would be a
Sure.
fun one. Nick, I know you can relate because I send you these sometimes. The first one at the top of my list, it just drives me crazy, but it's funny. I don't get like as angry as you do about mac and cheese, but it's funny.
I wasn't angry.
So hold on.
I didn't raise my voice once.
That's, I think, inaccurate. We'll rewind the tape.
And no, I'm not watching it.
But it's celebrity quotes, but not.
Yeah.
And it's those like inspiring quotes with a picture of a celebrity
Right.
who never said that quote.
Right.
And it's like, no, that's good, and that's uplifting, and I like it, and it's fine, except Keanu didn't say that.
Right,
That's
yeah.
just a picture of Keanu.
Yeah, it's a great message, but this was not a line from Peaky Blinders.
No,
Right.
oh, that's a big one, dude. Peaky Blinders. Is
Oh,
a
yeah.
big
Yeah,
one.
you get extra points if the celebrity in question is smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
By the way,
Oh,
Absolutely.
dude. Morgan Freeman has dropped some doozies on social media.
Absolutely has.
Some absolute
100%.
doozies.
Oh my
It's,
God.
karma's a bitch. I should have known better, and it's fucking Rudy Giuliani. It's like,
I haven't seen that
like
one,
I don't
but
think.
I want to make that one.
Yeah.
And put it in circulation
Well, hey, there you go.
with just the black streak running down his forehead.
oh dude,
Drip.
I have the biggest one for me.
Okay, I want to hear it.
It's when people they finish their post with asking for a friend.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the first couple times I saw that, I was like, because it's usually something like, how do I get, stains out of my something or other?
Right.
Asking for a friend, LOL. And it's like,
Yeah. It's semen.
Yeah.
It's usually semen.
Yeah, they're at, how do I get stains out of my crotchal?
yeah, and asking for a friend
asking for a
because
friend.
it's such
Out
an
of
embarrassing.
my crotch, asking for a friend.
yeah,
My friend's semen was somewhere it shouldn't be.
and then it just became this thing that people would put at the end of the majority of their posts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see that one, and I've got a similar one,
No.
and it goes, I'll just leave this here. Oh, stop it.
Pick it up and take it back.
Put it back. Stop it. Brad, do you have any?
No, I love the internet. Actually,
Oh, that's right.
is what it is. So
Yeah.
I love being on social media and
contrarian.
stuff like that. No, I think the thing that really gets my goat isn't people posting things
G's
so
your
much
G.
anymore. I don't run into a lot of asking for a friend or
Okay.
All right.
I'll just leave this here or anything like that. Or if I do, they're
Or a picture of a wolf.
Oh, I love a nice wolf picture. See, the thing is, no, I end up following those. I'm like, who made this? Let me follow it.
So that
'cause
you can
this
see
is-
more?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
this is
awesome.
hilarious. And then I save them, and me and my girlfriend send them
Fight
to each
alone
other.
in the wilderness. I'm a wolf,
Right,
but I'm a human. I'm a wolf, though.
right.
I'm a wolf among humans.
I've got two wolves inside me. One of them's super pissed, and the other one's also super
Right.
pissed.
Yeah, but they're both loyal until you double cross me, and then I'm the scariest two wolves you've ever seen. And it's Keanu.
Like it's like
Keanu.
there's those personalized T-shirt ads you'll see that say for you guys it would say I'm a pedago. And
Oh, yeah.
we don't.
Oh,
and
dude.
then no, hold on. It says I'm a pedago and we don't. And then next to it over here in an Old West font it says fuck around like. And then below that in Times New Roman says that.
TNR.
That. And then below that, in Arial black font, it says, "But you're welcome to try."
Yeah,
And the thing, people like my dad would buy that kind of shit.
absolutely.
I've got
It's wild. I just
one.
think that's something.
Let's see who reads this. And then the whole big thing.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
any sort
I
of
don't.
chain share, I
That
immediately
I don't
ignore, and I'm
read.
like, "That's crazy," because you said I wasn't going to be your friend on Facebook anymore after this,
Right, and
according
here
to
we
your
are.
chain post. But here we are.
Yeah.
You know what I think is that
Here I am.
I'm way too special to delete for not interacting with those posts.
Right.
They
Why,
if they go through their friend list afterwards, they're like, and then they're like, yeah, that dude's pretty
That's
cool.
what it is.
That's a great dude.
That's
I'm not
what it
deleting
is.
him, even though he clearly didn't read my post.
So cool.
All right. Okay. So along those lines is time to do a little friends list clean
Yep.
up. Do.
Right.
Did I make the cut? Hopefully I make the cut. Mm-hmm.
I hope I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to make the cut anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not trying. This isn't a contest.
No.
Right.
Maybe don't accept that friend
Right.
request if it's
We
somebody
all-
you just want to cut later.
We all just consented to be here. Like
Yeah.
nobody was like, you got to interact,
Yeah.
pal. You know, I can watch from
cut.
a distance. You fucker. Take me off your goddamn list, then, dude.
Social media is the
Shit.
worst, dude.
My
But
God.
like our Facebook page, the Derailed Podcast,
Please do.
we will be.
We're on there.
We won't read your posts. We won't interact with you.
I want to read your
Yeah.
posts.
Yeah.
I'd love to read the post and interact.
How about when? Let me see. I'll leave this here. Yep, quotes from celebs. All right. How about when people post pictures of their kids and call them their mini me?
Took my minis to the freaking
Not
train
my-
station.
not my minis.
Nope, my minis is right along with it. buddy.
Specifically, my mini me. Just stripping all individuality away from your child.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just absolute maximum narcissism.
Yep. And now it's a character from the Austin Powers movies.
Yeah.
This is not a person. This is just a smaller version of me.
Yeah, this is just Vern Troyer with an eye scar makeup.
Vern Troyer shout outs.
Oh, wait. No longer with us, or
Oh,
Yeah, no,
not-
he died a
yeah,
while ago.
Not
I
even
think so.
close
Yeah.
to with us anymore.
Passed.
Yeah.
yeah, not even close. What's
So
close?
so far away from with us.
Yeah.
It's been at least a decade since we lost Vern
Just
Troyer.
have a moment of silence, you know?
Yeah. No, let's do the moment of science. Of science.
Yep.
Moment of silence.
For Vern,
This one's for Vern.
That's for Vern.
or just calling kids kiddos.
Yeah, I don't like kiddos either.
Not a favorite of mine.
And then I'll go ahead and put doggos in there as well.
oh yeah, fur babies.
Whoa!
I don't like any of it.
It's your dog.
Just to alienate the whole audience,
Yeah,
guys.
we did.
Jeez Louise.
Well, fuck them. You know.
Oh, man. Nick's favorite Sublime song is Date Rape. I don't know if...
It's a great song, dude.
I don't know. He's like, my favorite part's the name of it. And
That's why I like it so much, dude. Fuck with me, dude.
Got Edge.
I just spit a little. I laughed. All right, that's fun.
It's all right. Well, don't do that sound.
Slurped it. I just
I didn't
slurp
like
it
that
up.
sound at all.
Slurp it back up, Chuck.
Did you guys know that
Here we go.
a group of sloths is called a snuggle of sloths?
No, I did not know
but
that.
Yeah.
Did you know that a group of rabbits is called a fluffle?
Did you just fucking make that
Nope,
up?
that's a real thing. I actually did that on my show one time.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's great.
looked it up.
A group of baboons is called a congress of baboons.
I knew that as
that
well.
makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes good
absolutely.
sense. A group of crows?
It's a murder.
Yep.
Somebody call a detective. Where's Inspector Gadget?
Murder of crows.
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget. Speaking of,
Yeah. Speaking of Inspector Gadget, that The Crow remake did horrible in theaters,
course
from what
it
I
did.
understand. I hadn't seen it or
me
anything.
neither, but that can't be good. First one
Right.
wasn't even good. I'll say it.
Wait, whoa, hold on. What'd you say? Hold on, no,
Eric Pedigo
wait,
enjoyed his life too much to like The Crow.
Hold on. Hey, sorry,
Dude, I
guys.
had a crow poster hanging on my wall. I'm
You
just
did. It
saying.
was dope. It was
Yeah,
a blacklight
super cool.
poster.
Yeah.
But real quick though, I totally spaced out there for a second. What did you fucking say?
Was it because the Aldi demon was talking to you again
I'm just saying, I think,
about the sweet deals?
when was the last time you watched it?
A
Crow?
couple years ago.
Yeah.
And it was still good?
It was a fun enough
Did it
watch
not
for
hold up?
nostalgia.
So yeah, that's what it
It
was.
holds
Okay.
up
It was.
for
It
what
was like
is.
a.
You
It was
watch
a.
it for what it is.
It was
you
a
know?
staple of my childhood. So rewatching
Yeah.
it was like watching fucking Home Alone again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was like hell
Like,
yeah.
I don't watch The Princess Bride and think, what high quality cinematics.
Absolutely.
No.
I think I'm watching this because I know it's a Mel Brooks, or not, that wasn't Mel Brooks,
Nope.
but because I
Yeah.
know it's that kind of comedy.
Harvey
you know?
Weinstein.
It's a Harvey Weinstein, Christopher Columbus comedy. So,
No.
You don't
No.
like it?
No, Princess Bride is wonderfully written,
sure.
and the dialogue is great.
Yeah.
And smart and witty and funny.
Great story.
Right. And
Right.
I'm not trying to compare apples to oranges. It's just the scenario of watching it for what it is,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And if you don't enjoy what it is, then great, that's fine. You're allowed.
I'm just saying, when you're like 15 watching it, and it's just, it's cool and it's dark, you get older and you're like, it wasn't really that good. It's fine.
Well, yeah, no,
It's fine for what it was in its time, but it's not like, dude, this is such a great movie that they should do another one now that will also be great.
Right. Well, I've never watched Hellraiser and been like, what a high quality thing. They should make 18 of these.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
not
I
good.
have watched Hellraiser and been like, there's something I enjoy about these shitty kind of B horror-ish
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
That's
What?
charming. And
Enjoyable and good movie, two different things.
to a reimagining's credit, all right, the newest Hellraiser they did that had that lady as Hellraiser,
I never.
that was actually pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. I watched that and I was like, you know what? Somebody who had never seen Hellraisers before, and people that have, could watch this and everybody could enjoy it. It's not a shitty movie. It was pretty well done.
You know, I never. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I never really got into the Hellraiser franchise.
I am
because,
certainly
hold on.
not trying to convince you.
I know. I just want to tell you why. I saw the first one. I was like 13, 14, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is all about being horny for getting hurt.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, it is.
That's what it's about. I've never seen.
It's
pretty
super
much that's their-
sadomasochistic.
it's
like,
the pain is pleasure, is because they're demons from a hell world.
yeah, but like a sexy one kind of.
Yeah, sexy one.
Tear your soul apart. And it's like, what about my
Right.
ass, dude?
Right.
I've never seen
gonna
any
do that
Hellraisers,
ass,
and I'm
dog.
good. Yeah, I'm good. But what are some movies from the 90s that hold up? What are some movies from the 90s that you watch today and you're like, God, this
Jurassic
is
Park.
still great?
Jurassic Park.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Terminator 2.
That's an easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
right.
Terminator 2 is fucking solid, dude.
White Man Can't Jump.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah. Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura
yeah,
when
Ace
nature
Ventura.
calls.
When Nature Calls,
of them.
especially.
Which one's better? Is two better than one?
I think
Yeah,
so.
When Nature Calls is better than one.
Yeah.
They're both so good.
Exactly.
They are very funny.
Yeah.
It is pretty hard to pick one, but like part 2 is just so bizarre.
Right. He's entirely the character
Yeah.
in part 2. It's Ace Ventura's universe.
What
at
about
that point.
Hook?
Oh, great. Yeah.
Is it great? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Okay.
By the way, R.I.P. Maggie Smith. She played Wendy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Don't feel good about that one.
I just got to do my sound effects with my fucking mouth.
Yeah, get you a soundboard.
Mouth them on in there, bro.
Anyways, Hook is the reason that I like Superman flavored ice cream that you can get
yeah,
because
yeah.
the shit
Yep.
they were eating at the meal looked a lot like the color patterns of Superman flavored ice cream, and then I'd eat that when we went to
How
the
did they
mall.
survive on that? Because that was obviously all imaginary food.
Yeah, well, they're all. The secret is nobody survived because they're all dead.
Yeah.
If you understand the story,
Yeah.
Eric Pedigo.
Well, then
read
how were
the
they
fucking
returning-
book? You idiot! God.
Is that real?
Yeah.
that's
no,
the,
ultimately,
it's in the
like,
book?
It's like an
No.
allegory for the kids being dead.
Well, I've heard that before.
It's inferred, and
Okay.
that's for you to put together. That's the part of the story that they
And
don't
so-
want you to read.
so
but-
then-
so they didn't put that in words.
So Peter.
Sell it to kids.
Okay, I'll stop.
You're fine.
Get it out. No, get it out.
I'm done.
You run through the whole bit.
I ran out of breath. We're fine.
He did. Boy, that thing came right down to the wire, though, didn't it, buddy?
So Peter flies from the land of the dead back to the land of the living.
Right.
To take more kids with him.
Takes 4 living children back to the land of the dead with him, but then returns them back to the land of the living.
Because they didn't die.
Yeah.
Huh? But they got to go
Yeah.
visit
Right,
the land
right.
of the dead,
Well, it's ultimately because God looked upon them favorably instead of otherwise. So-
where they were threatened. Wait, they
Peter
could have
Pan-
died there. and
Yeah.
Peter Pan is Jesus and Hook is the devil.
then- and then
Tinkerbell.
when Captain Hook shot like the pirate there and killed him, where did he go then after that? If he was already at the
Super
land of the
Hell.
dead?
You went to Neverland, dude.
So,
not adding up.
No, this is what's not adding up for you. You're
What
thinking,
about the Goonies?
What?
Pretty good, right? It's
from the
Does that
80s.
hold up? Ah,
Neverland is purgatory.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Limbo. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not
So, like,
Neverland after all, right?
The Lost Boys aren't necessarily in
temporary-
hell.
temporary land.
They're in limbo. They're like the unbaptized babies
Yeah.
in Dante's Inferno.
All right.
If we're talking about the allegory here,
I don't
That's
know
what
what
it
we're
is.
talking about now.
Purgatory.
We're talking about
Truly.
allegories.
what was the last one
Lived
you
up
had just said?
Well, I said the Goonies, but that was 80s.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Cool Runnings, dude.
The Sandlot?
So
Yes.
100%.
Yes,
One
The
of
Sandlot.
my most favorite movies of all
right.
time.
There was great action in the 90s as well. Speed.
Speed happened.
That's probably not very good when you watch
I
it
bet
now.
you that doesn't hold up
Yeah,
that
that
well.
movie probably fucking blows.
But there are some great, just life-altering Keanu quotes in there that I've seen on Facebook.
There's a bomb on this bus, dude.
on Facebook. It's Keanu smoking a cigarette in black and white, and it says, "Yeah, well, I'm taller."
Yeah, so there's no way that holds up because that's corny.
It's a bad movie.
Yeah.
It
That
is.
movie made me hate Dennis Hopper, IRL, because I was a child and I was like, I don't like that bad man.
He did great.
Which means great job, Dennis Hopper. You know?
Yeah, that was his job. He was the heel.
Yeah.
Speaking of heels, I'm really going to tie this one in. Did you watch the Vince documentary?
I am 2 episodes in.
Okay.
I'm about to be 3 episodes. Here's the deal. There's no spoilers for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I know where we're going.
Yeah, he knows the story.
Have you watched any of it, Brad?
I haven't watched any of it yet, but I'm planning on maybe doing so
Are you?
tonight. Yeah. I don't care if you talk about it.
Yeah,
though.
I'm willing to delve.
Well, I think we should follow up after it's all done. But
Okay.
Braylon and I are about an episode and a half in,
Okay.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
and Braylon's like watching, and that's the hard part because there are no spoilers for us wrestling nerds.
Right. Yeah. It's
And watching the first episode, and Braylon's like, man, it just makes you want to like him, all the stuff he
know.
did for wrestling, but just knowing,
knowing where it's about to go.
about the poop.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. Yeah.
Man.
There's shit involved.
When you're doing business,
Called the
sometimes
shit
you gotta
poop.
do shitty things. It's,
Yeah.
And he did.
He certainly did.
he was a big fan of it.
And then apparently, well, allegedly, he's like, "All right, now don't clean it up."
Leave it there till it crusts.
It's
and it's like, oh,
till it crusts is not.
that's and then
something
Vince
that I wanted
McMahon's
to-
picture, and that's the quote. I seen it on Facebook.
Yeah,
He's a lone wolf.
it's crazy because
Shit wolf.
I wonder
Like-
how many shit wolves he has inside of him.
the whole first episode is basically a history lesson on how pro wrestling became what it is now.
Yeah.
Because Vince McMahon and pro wrestling being this huge deal are forever tied together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the reason that it became what it is.
Right. There can always be something said about what he accomplished.
Yeah.
Which is a fuck ton.
Right.
An FT.
However morally guided or not.
Just oops.
Probably a lot in the other direction, but boy, it became a behemoth. Like,
I'm a fairly firm believer in separating the art from the artist.
Yep.
right.
For the most part, I feel like there's some stuff that's unforgivable.
Yeah, there's
Like,
some.
I can't listen to Michael Jackson. I can't.
Well, the rest of the world can, buddy.
I
So
know.
they can relate to you on that.
I
one.
know.
They can relate to you in the sense of like, oh, I get what, you know.
Yeah, I had to go through my playlist for like all the parties and stuff, and because I do playlists for everything, you
Right.
know, and bocce ball, I always,
Right.
and just get rid of the ditty.
Yeah.
Just
Not
get
much-
rid of the ditty.
Not much of a Diddy fan.
Yeah, but there's some bangers, dude.
It's
You
kind of
know.
hard with you not around.
Yeah. See, nope.
What's a Diddy banger? Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah, that one's. Yeah. You ain't going nowhere.
Oh yeah, you're in prison.
Yeah. The floors are slippery and the doors are locked.
Oh god, that's kind of what he was into. Actually.
Yep. No.
It's like he wanted the implication of being out at sea without having to be out at sea, you know?
I heard that R. Kelly songs, you know, because everybody deleted them too,
Right.
off their playlist. But I heard, and I don't know if it's true, but I've heard, and I read it on a Facebook quote that was, I think, Michael J. Fox
Right.
attributed that every streaming dollar that R. Kelly music makes goes to his victims' families.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
And that makes me just want to download I Believe I Can Fly.
Yeah.
Remix to Ignition.
I want to do the what? It's like 30 minutes. What is it? The Trapped in the Closet fucking saga. You know what I'm talking
Right,
about?
yeah.
There's like 3 different
Now I'm
parts.
in the closet.
Yeah. And then
Written from the victim's point of view, you know?
yeah.
Wow, really?
I have no idea.
No,
I don't know that
the
much
story
about
is
R. Kelly.
that he's
I know a lot more about Brian McKnight than I do R. Kelly.
Okay.
Wow.
Is he from New Kids?
No. Wouldn't
Wasn't
Brian
there a-
McKnight, I believe I can fly.
No, that was R. Kelly.
Oh,
What's happening? Am
that
I,
was a really good bit.
okay.
It was.
Who's Brian McKnight?
He was
Another like
soul-
Oh, he was a
R&B
crooner.
artist.
Soul,
yeah,
yeah.
another R&B artist.
He was. I wish I could think of what he actually
I called him
did.
a
Yeah,
crooner.
he did that one that's like, and after the party, it's the hotel lobby.
Oh, he did Wait and Bleed.
Yeah. He's got that one that starts. I ain't got no motherfucking friends. Right?
Yeah.
Brian McKnight.
Now I know.
Yeah, he did that
I'm
one that's
the
like,
one who wants to be.
Brian McKnight did Back Streets Back. All right.
right, yeah, no,
Now
Brian
I
McKnight did
remember.
fucking Close My Eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Only.
Blue suede shoes?
Brian McKnight did It's Britney, bitch. It's funnier when you can actually name the artist in the joke.
Okay. It's funnier when you explain the joke.
Yeah.
I wish you guys would have picked up on it, dude.
So at Bocce Ball the other night when me and Brad were talking, Nick, we seem to have cut you out of a big part of these conversations.
Yeah,
the
no,
other
it's
night.
cool.
I don't
Plan
know.
the show without me. It's
Yeah, I
great.
don't know.
And then corner me and make me get angry
But
about mac and cheese.
We were talking. About Reba. You know, and
I saw that text. Yeah.
doing the same bit with Reba songs, and just going through some Reba ones. You know, like Any Man of Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. When am I a man?
Yep. And then that one Toby Keith one.
I just right, yeah.
And then I did Wait and Bleed. And then Brad sang Wait and Bleed like Reba.
That's what I was wondering because
I felt the air rise up in me.
It was great.
Kneel down and clear the stone of lace.
And then there's a guy on TikTok. Have you seen it?
he's I think it is a trans woman actually that does that.
Then my bad
And,
for the misgendering.
And but yeah, it's great. It does the single mom man working hard.
Yeah.
And she keeps looking at the camera like,
That's a trans woman.
that is a trans woman, my friend.
More power to you.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of trans women, Have you guys seen the Will Ferrell thing on Netflix
What?
with his best friend Harper? Harper Steele.
I saw a trailer for that like months ago.
I started watching it last night. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah?
I'm trying to remember Harper's name before Harper became Harper. It was she was a gentleman, head writer on SNL.
Hold on. I don't know why. She was a gentleman. Made me laugh, but it did. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to be insensitive.
So they became best friends like forever ago, and Harper went through this transition super late in life, like a couple of kids
50s,
and everything.
60s. Yeah.
And so now they are, I think for whatever reason, I want to say her name was maybe Andrew before, irregardlessly.
Dude.
You used to drive across the country and go to all these different spots as a man, which is one thing. And now she misses going across the country, but she's, kind of scared to be out there.
Right.
And Will Ferrell's like, hey, let's
Do it on a show.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's make a documentary. You and me going across the country, going to all these places and doing all these things.
Are they recreating photographs? Is that a part of it?
Not that I've seen so far. I watched about 45 minutes maybe last night before I fell asleep.
What a neat
But
journey.
it was super interesting.
Yeah.
I thought, never mind. It would have been funny if you were like, I watched about 45 minutes till I got like too uncomfortable and had to turn it off.
Yeah. Nope. That is ground. I'm not.
Yeah.
Nope. No, I'm not. Wasn't uncomfortable. I was fine.
Yep.
Totally fine. This is not uncomfortable.
Eric Pedigo's sitting there like, I really like this show outside all that gay shit.
Oh,
No.
That's certainly not what he said.
Heavens, no. That's not what I said.
No, we are allies.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You're safe with us.
But one thing they did, they went to an Indiana Pacers game
That's cool.
and got courtside seats.
Hell yeah. Will Ferrell is a huge basketball fan, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's a
And,
tall man. It makes sense.
and so somebody was like, hey, the governor wants to meet you. The governor of Indiana wants to meet you. I'm like, okay, great. So the governor comes over and they're shaking hands. He's like, hey, what are you guys doing here? And Will's like, well, Harper just transitioned and we're going across the go. Like, just told the governor this. And the governor's like, oh, that's great. How great, and walks away. And then they find out afterwards that governor is not great. It is just passing all these anti-trans bills and just
Oh, shit.
yeah, real bad. And Will's like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know the governor. Like it was a whole thing. And then I fell asleep because
Wow.
Because you were
I got uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I turned on football.
That's right. Yeah. I had to cleanse the palate. I watched some MMA.
Yeah. I bust out the old phone and watched a little good old-fashioned heterosexual pornography.
I watched the great barbecue cook-off. Smoked meats, brother.
Just briskets.
Hell yeah, barbecue.
That's how you get that off you with the brisket.
That's how you get it off you is really funny.
Golf highlights.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyhow, no, I was totally fine. I was just tired. It was late. So it was, everything was fine.
Way to clarify.
Yeah.
I'd say you took care of business there, Pedigo. You're in good shape.
Yeah, good. Anyhow, it's an interesting watch. I plan on finishing.
Yeah.
I
got hairy legs.
Man, I was just thinking.
I blew snot out of my nose. Oh, I'm sorry.
A lot of liquids coming out on this bar today. A lot of just liquids.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I was just trying to get to the splat. I'm not sure how many buttons I hit there.
Hit all of them.
Y'all want a single. Say fuck that. Am I right?
My goodness.
Do we? We're at like an hour. Are we good? Do we need to force another topic? Or
I
can we just?
have one more thing I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
sorry. We'll make this quick.
Play on, you twisted transistor.
Hey, Brad. Do you remember last week when we were talking about everybody's so creative?
Yeah. Are you about to yell at me? Was I wrong?
No,
about
I'm not going to
something?
yell about anything. Where did you remember her from?
The internet. She did, and I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, there's a fire."
Right,
I thought
and
they was barbecuing.
She
Yeah.
very famously said, "Ain't nobody got time for that."
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time. For
And then
that.
I said, "Brad, are you sure, or are you racist?" And you said, "Oh, I'm not racist at all. That's the exact same person."
I think, at least I thought it was at the time. I don't
Hey,
know.
dude,
I'm about to get fucking yelled at.
I'm not gonna yell, but you are fucking wrong.
My bad. I thought they were the same person.
And I need
come?
to ask you a question, buddy. Why did you think they were the same person?
Because I thought they were the same woman.
Because
Because they sound the same.
all right. Cool. Well, this has been a great episode.
When I
guys.
think about her face from the video I saw 8 years ago versus now that everybody's so creative, lady, I'm like, yeah, I think that's the same woman.
I mean, they're
How do you know it's not? What did you do here?
Because first of all, I just know that they're not. But then, just in case, I looked and nope, they're not.
What are their names?
Fucking who cares?
All right, well, if you're gonna call me out,
one of them is about 20 years older than the other.
if you're gonna call me out on a show we're producing and putting out, come with names. All right, back it up. I need receipts here.
Now this is a me thing because
granted,
I don't have their names.
I probably said, as I was talking last week as well, that, and maybe they're not. You know,
Nope,
I could
you
be
didn't.
wrong.
You didn't say that. And then I said, or aren't you racist? All right. Great episode.
That was fun. You guys, it'd be a fun ride home, huh? All right, so Brad's racist. Maybe I'm a little transphobic, and so Nick.
And I don't like mac and
Yeah.
cheese. So
Boy, Nick
who's the
hates
real
mac and
monster
cheese,
here,
right?
folks?
You.
Okay.
Mac and cheese is delicious.
All right, dude. I'm
Right.
sorry.
And Brad and I, neither of us are those things.
I hate black people, everybody.
no.
Eric hates trans people.
no.
And Nick Pedigo hates everything that you love.
That's true.
That part is
Remember
actually-
that
yeah,
part.
that's
That
the
includes your
only-
children.
That's accurate.
That includes your children out there. He's
love-
talked about it in public before.
I love all people.
Yeah.
Anyways, Nick Pedigo hates kids, everybody. I just want everybody to know that.
All right, so maybe do the music now.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Please get me out of
before
here.
we fight.
Jesus.
Oh. And we're
Thank goodness I like
feeling
this
good.
song.
Yeah, it's a great song, dude.
That was fun, guys. Right up until the end.
I thought it was fun.
Looks like I got one more
Throughout.
thing.
Yeah,
The entire episode.
Right up
I'm gonna
until
wreck it.
I got besmirched.
I gotta ruin the show at the end of every episode. That's what I'm gonna do. It's my goal in life.
All right. Hey, I love you guys.
Enjoyed it, fellas.
Great time. I can't take my headphones off yet.